I recommend you use a blanket that slides on the floor for your splits practice, but it is optional. Take a moment to arrive. Bring your awareness in towards your heart. Perhaps even set an intention. Then dropping our hands, tucking the chin and rolling down through the spine. One vertebra at a time, like you're peeling your spine off a wall behind you. Pressing through the feet, bending your knees and re-stacking your vertebra. Inhale when you reach the top. Exhale, rolling back down through the spine. Little pause. Inhale, feel free to bend your knees. Exhale, lift your sit bones up. And repeat that a few times. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lift. Then walking your hands out into a downward facing dog. Pressing back through our thighs. Right heel kicks the right buttock. Step that foot to the right thumb, lowering the back knee. Shuffle the front foot forward, half split. Stick your bum out, send the energy back through the sit bones and dig through the heel. Breathe. Twist, optional, lifting the back knee, pressing through the foot, lengthening through the crown of the head. Keep breathing. There's a pause. Keep breathing. Make a square shape with that lunge. So front foot steps to the back foot a little. Inhale, lift the top chest. Exhale, round through the spine. Like cat-cow here. Twice more. Inhale, lift, but draw the belly in as you lift the top chest. And exhale, really draw the belly in more as if you've been punched almost in the belly. Inhale, lift the top chest. Now keep the top chest lifting as you shuffle the front foot forward. Belly stays in. Releasing the back thigh in our lunge. Really enjoying that little release. Hands to the floor, step back. Fist plank, optional, full or half fist plank. Navel lifts up towards your low back. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling as you hold for about 10 seconds here. What can you relax? Lowering the knees. Inhale, hands to the floor. 1 to 3 full or half chaturangas. You'll notice I'm doing half. I'm firing up my muscles specifically. Inhale, sit bones move back. Exhale, we unfurl. We keep that slight rounding in our chaturangas. 1 to 3. Last round. Inhale, sit bones move back. Exhale, unfurl. 1 to 3 chaturangas. Keep the elbows squeezing into your side body. Again, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, coming back to our full or half chaturanga, just one. Inhale, full or half up dog. Stretch the front line of the body. Breathe freely, then tuck your toes and find your downward facing dog. Take a moment, flip the creases of the elbows inwards. Walk your hands back to your feet. Keep breathing in this sequence. Bend your knees perhaps. Unfurling to stand. Allow your hands to be heavy. Head comes up last. Step 1. Inhale, we lift the top chest, but the belly draws in, just like we did. Releasing one hand and then the other, optional. It's a top chest, back bend. Step 2. Hands on the low back, so we flatten the buttocks down, elbows squeeze in, lift the top chest, or step 3, walk your hands down your thighs. It should feel nice and controlled and there should be no sensation in the low back. Coming to stand. Now, like a little kung fu squat, lowering down, breathing freely. Lift the heels last moment so our back stays lovely and long. And I think of pressing my knees out so they don't knock in. We're pausing, we're breathing, and we're coming up very slowly so our thighs really activate. Twice more. Press your hands up as you lower down. So the back is really nice and long, and we're getting energy into the hands, into the fingers, into the arms. Lowering down, keep the belly in, and then coming up to stand as slowly as you can. Last time. It's like we don't want to lift the heels, but they eventually have to lift. Breathe, breathe, as you slowly come back up. Release the hands down, have a little shake of the tree. So shaking out the tension and some push kicks. So one hand protecting the face at all times. Even though this is for fitness, we might as well do it as correctly as we can. And imagine that you're pushing someone away with that front, trying to get the hip out. Breathe as you kick. So exhale as you kick. And then optional, take hold of a yoga belt. You can hold onto your big toe in Padangusthasana instead. It's just slightly easier with the belt in some ways. And I also find, so just warm up the left leg here, extending and then bending. I also find that you can pull the leg back into the socket more. Now opening the leg out to the side, this is our first round, our warm up. Think of dropping the sit bone down, lengthen through the left side of the waist as much as possible. Other side. So 3 times I bend and extend. You'll notice sometimes I don't even fully straighten, really warming up, pulling my leg back into the socket. Little pause, take hold of the belt with the right hand and open your leg out to the side. So this side, you'll notice I keep my right side of my waist a lot longer. Letting go of that belt again, rolling back down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Taking your little pause, have a play around with releasing your hamstrings. Maybe you lift your sit bones up, maybe you move towards straightening your legs, but make sure it feels productive, that they are releasing rather than tightening. Walking your hands back out into your down dog. Left heel kicks the left buttocks, left foot to left thumb. Lower the back knee. Half split. Inner spiral, it means lifting up through your inner thigh and out through the sit bone. Twist. Feeling the squeeze around the shoulder blades. Lean your head slightly back without opening your throat too much. Back into that square-shaped lunge. Inhale, just the top chest lifts. Exhale, we round through everything, so hip points in. Inhale, lift the top chest, support your head. Exhale, rounding. You'll feel that stretch down the straight leg when you round. Inhale, lift the top chest. Step the front foot forward more. Find your supported lunge shape. Your head is supported. Releasing the back thigh. Hands to the floor, you decide. Regular plank or fist plank, just 10 seconds from your knees or toes. Make it an ugly plank, so slightly round your spine. It generally helps with engagement. Lowering your knees. Wide hands, so wide push-up. 1 to 3. Now it's the same throughout this whole sequence. We inhale, we lengthen. You can do this from your toes as well. And exhale, we unfurl, and there's 1 to 3 here. You can keep going, obviously, if you're strong enough, but focus on form one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, unfurl, 1 to 3. Then as you lengthen, hands back into under the shoulders for chaturanga, full or half. Full or half up dog. Push the floor away with your hands. Exhale, reversal, belly draws in, downward facing dog. Breathe, release any excess tension in the top chest. So we're not building tension, hopefully more energy and fire. So we call that Agni in yoga. Unfurl to stand. Your choice of back bend. Step 1, step 2, or step 3. So step 2, hands are on the buttocks. Step 3, you walk your hands back down your thighs. Enjoy it. So keep it out of your joints, keep it in your muscles. Stepping your feet wide for a mabu. You can press your hands forward. Try and tuck the tailbone under. You can turn the toes out more for more of a yoga pose, but tuck that tailbone under. Coming to stand. Shake the tree, so allow your hands to move with the movement from your feet. And opening a door kick. So imagine that you're opening a door. Leg moves up and behind. 10. Exhale at the hardest bit. Think of we're drawing a circle in the hip, or it should feel good for the hip. It's like a warm-up. We're warming up our hamstrings in a more active way. Keep going. Other side. So from fighting stance, we sweep the front leg up and back behind us in this wide arc. I find that making it always feel like a warm-up. I feel my kicks are a bit smoother. They feel better. You might want to shake out the tree once you're done again. So rocking from the balls of the feet, releasing the tension in the body. Take hold of your belt again. Round 2, Padangusthasana. So right foot first this time. And again, you can play around with 3, bend and extend. Or if you're ready, simply extend, perhaps a little higher. If you're using a belt, plug your leg back into the socket, then open your leg out to the side. And keep feeling like you're drawing your sit bone back towards yourself. Swap sides with that. So have a play around with releasing the hamstring first before you pause. So a bend and straighten maybe. Or maybe you simply pause. Relax the face, relax the jaw. And then opening the leg out to the side. So in this sequence, the opening the leg out to the side is kind of important. Releasing the muscles, those hamstring muscles. We've 3 different hamstrings. So the inner, more inner thigh ones, closer to the inner thighs. So rolling back down through the spine. And again, lift your sit bones up, release a few times. Walking your hands out into your downward facing dog. Rippling forward into your full or half plank now. You might want to watch what's happening here. Lifting, pulsing the inner thigh up towards the ceiling 10 times. This can be challenging at the beginning. So you might have to Take another variation, maybe just simple side plank, but 10 times we're lifting the inner thigh up towards the ceiling. So warming up the inner thighs now. Back to down dog. Right thigh to the sky. Center tiger curl. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, thigh to the sky. Exhale, cross body tiger curl. Again, rounding upper back. Inhale, thigh to the sky. Exhale, outer body tiger curl. Step your right foot beside your right thumb. High lunge, hands into Kali Mudra or pistol grip, also known as. Take a little, explore. So you'll notice I'm kind of bouncing here. What I'm doing is releasing the tension. It's up to you what feels good for you. Then leaning forward and back to standing again. And as I lean forward, I'm pressing into the front heel. I'm using my foot, so I'm really turning that front glute on. We're doing this about 10 times, leaning forward and coming back upright again. Really charging up that glute. Now stepping the back foot in if you can, my little white mat gets a little bit in the way here, but bending that back knee and then kicking on the exhalation. Inhale, bending, and exhale, kicking, bringing that hip forward. So it's a little lunge and then a kick. Inhale, we bend the knee, and exhale, we do the harder kicking. Keep going with that. As you come to stand, you can bring your knee to the floor or hovering. Really press through the heel to use your glute and then the ball of the foot to make your quadricep work, to stand you up fully. From here, standing split. Kick the back leg up towards the ceiling as much as possible and little pulses, so firing up your hamstring. You'll feel that in the glute too, like you're trying to get your heel closer to the ceiling. Then take a little pause. Maybe you take hold of the ankle and fold in a little bit more. Bring your back foot to the mat. Step back. You know the drill here. It's going to be a fist plank option. And we're going to relax what we can relax. Always feel free to use music if you really need it. I usually recommend instrumental or something positive, but sometimes we do need a beat for our home practice. Now, little press-ups on the side of our hands here. It's like our hands are in prayer pose. I'm not doing the unfurls because I'm doing micro push-ups. Feel free to do the unfurls. Feel free to do full variations of these prayer push-ups if you want. Hands to the floor under the shoulders again. Full or half chaturanga. Upper back stays in line with the shoulder blades. Full or half up dog. Stretching. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Breathing. Walking our hands back to our feet. Bowing in. Unfurling to stand, pressing through the balls of the feet. The neck, you unfurl at last, your back bend of choice here. Coming back up to stand. You'll notice my feet are together now, so monkey stance. This is quite hard. We're tucking our tailbone under. We're rounding through the upper back. And we're keeping our face, our head, our knees, and our feet in line as much as possible. Really most important thing, tucking tailbone and rounding through the upper back. Keep breathing. Keep your toes together. Keep your ankles together. You'll feel the heat rise if you do this long enough. Coming to stand. Shake the tree out again. So it's a very short monkey pose, but release the tension from the body. Closed door kicks. So starting with the right foot, like you're closing a door, the leg moves up beside you, which is behind, to the side and front. So an arc in the other direction now. Do what you can. Think of it as warming up. Sometimes I pick a spot on the wall that I want to lift my foot over. It can help, that visualization. And other side, so about 10 on each side. Another cue is that you're then dragging something down with your heel. If you want, I'm not really doing this. I can see in this practice I'm warming up, but you can really make these more effective. Think of dragging something down with your heel. Back to the back of your mat, have a little shake of the tree again. Release excess tension, then roll back down one vertebra at a time. I'm bringing my feet together, but it really is any option of a forward fold each time we do this from our roll down. Again, I'm lifting my sit bones up on the exhalation. I'm taking hold of the back of my heels, but the choice is yours. Walking your hands back out into your downward facing dog. Coming into a plank. Then onto the side, taking hold of the left foot. So Vasisthasana or side plank, you can extend that leg like I'm doing, or take a star plank or a regular side plank. So if you're taking hold of the foot, think of pressing the heel up towards the ceiling and press down through the supporting hand, lifting up through the side waist. Come back into your downward facing dog. Left thigh to the sky. Exhale, tiger curl. Inhale, thigh to the sky. Exhale, cross-body tiger curl. Can you lift the belly in? Inhale, thigh to the sky. Exhale, outer body tiger curl. Squeeze the knee into the tricep. Step the left foot beside the left thumb. High lunge, Kali Mudra. You choose a little bit of movement, maybe. Stretch the front line of the body more. Lift the top chest up. Lift the gaze up. Hands on the hips, hinge forward and then back into an upright position 10 times. So keep going with that. Just keeping the glute on. It's going to work that front glute quite a bit in a good way. So the standing sequences are quite short in this, so we want to make them pretty effective at firing up those legs. Now stepping the back foot in, or, stepping it back. Again, you'll notice me doing a number of things to avoid slipping on that little mat in the middle. Exhale, we kick. Inhale, we lunge. Get your hip out again. Keep going. You're doing really well. So we're really getting into the flow of practice now. And strangely, once you use a certain amount of energy, warm up a certain amount, it feels like often that we get more. So we're at that point now, we're nearly there. Standing split. So lift and then pulse the back leg, trying to fire up your hamstring and glute as much as possible. Your leg might be way higher or it might be a lot lower. Pause. Maybe we take hold of the ankle. It's just an option. You can keep the supporting leg bent. You can keep your hands on the floor. Step back, plank. Your fist plank or not. 10-second hold. So they all add up, those 10 seconds. Lower the knees to the floor, optional. Fists pretty much under the heart here. And we're doing our chaturangas, like chaturangas, but fist plank. So we're unfurling, and then 1 to 3. Keep your upper back lifted. Try and draw the shoulders away from the ears still as you bend your elbows. So you're drawing the shoulders away from your ears, but the body is actually coming forward, like a contradiction. Now you're full or half plank, chaturanga, up dog. Tuck the toes, reversal, down dog, exhale. Breathe. Steady your breath. Walking your hands back to your feet. Take a little moment and then unfurling to stand. Really use your feet to lift you back up. Your choice of back bend. Use your belly to lift you, your abdominal muscles. Now from here, coming into a Mabu with the knees knocking inwards. This is not for everyone. So maybe if you do martial arts already, the knees are inside the feet. They're not knocking towards each other, but they're inside the feet and the tailbone is tucked under. So there should be no sensation in the knee joints. And if there is, do something else. Take hold of your belt, or Padangastasana. Left foot this time. You can do your bend and extend 3 times, or maybe you're warm enough to simply hold. Maybe your leg is a little higher. We're warming up incrementally. Relax your shoulders. And again, other side, just keep breathing. Sometimes when we're trying, we forget and we hold the breath. Keep breathing here. Maybe your leg is higher. And take hold of the belt with the right hand and opening the leg out to the side. Letting go of the belt now. Kicking across the body, so cross body kicks. So our left leg moves to the right and our right leg moves to the left. Imagine there's someone directly in front of you and you're moving the leg to the other side of their body, the other side, if you're using your right leg, you're moving your leg to the right side of their body. So the left side of your body. Keep going with that. The fist drops down when we kick the leg up. So a little bit of momentum with the hands if you can. Exhale as you kick. Will help conserve your energy too. And shaking out that tree. I'm bringing my feet together as I roll down through the spine this time. Up to you. Salamba Uttanasana option, take hold of the elbows. And then swap elbows as you breathe. Walk your hands back out. And lowering one elbow and then the other, just swap hands. So lowering left, lowering right, push up left, push up right, lowering right, lowering left, push up right, push up left. So keep going, swapping the hand that you're pushing up with each round. You're doing really well, keep going. So I know these are hard, but this is probably the hardest round of the little plank variations we have in the middle. Now holding an ugly forearm plank. And that's it. Downward facing dog. Release any tension in the top chest. Right thigh to the sky. Exhale, center tiger curl. Inhale, thigh to the sky. You know what's coming, cross body tiger curl. Inhale, thigh to the sky. Exhale, outer body tiger curl. Step your right foot to your right thumb. High lunge, Kali Mudra. Have your little explore of releasing the tension, releasing the back hip flexor by lifting the chest upwards. With the slight back bend, we release that back thigh. Now ground the back heel and warm up for your warrior one. We're really releasing the back calf when I say warm up. It's like there's equal distance or equal weight between the back heel and the front. They're both working strongly, both feet. And again, Kali Mudra with the hands. Step the back foot in, bend the knee, kick it forward with the bent knee, and then back. So warrior three variation. Inhale, knee up in front of us, and exhale, heel up behind us, like a warrior three variation. 3 times we're doing this. Now next time, extend the leg out, exhale, like a pendulum, bring it behind you. Warrior three, keeping the hips nice and level. Hands to the floor. Step back. You choose fist plank. Keep going. Lower the knees, optional. Hands into a triangular shape for those type of push-ups. And as I mentioned before, you can always do these push-ups from your toes and do loads of them rather than rounds of 3. So keep going with your round of 3. The reason is I'm really focusing on form here, trying to do them really correctly to fire up the muscles. Hands back in under your shoulders, plank, chaturanga, up dog. Tuck those toes, exhale, down dog. Walking hands to feet. I'm bringing my feet together again. And then pressing down through the balls of the feet, coming up to stand, unfurling with feet together. Taking hold of my belt again. Left leg in the belt. Now the idea is that we're releasing the hamstring incrementally. So we extend the leg out in front of us. Now I'm taking hold of my big toe just to demo here. You can do that, or take hold of your heel. And as you lift the leg out to the side with your hand on your heel, maybe you can lift the foot higher. Now eventually that leg will be straight up to the sky. It won't be, there won't be a gap between the body and the leg. Just do what you can. Use your belt if you need to. Again, I'm taking hold of my heel. And there's more of a gap on this side, right? It's not about gap or not. That's the look of it. But how does it feel? For me, really important to feel my sit bone moving back, rolling back down through the spine. Take a little pause. What feels good for you to release the hamstrings? Maybe you bring your feet together. Maybe you take hold of the back of the heels. Any release of the hamstrings is good here. Walking our hands back out into our downward facing dog. Plank. Rock forward and back here in your plank. Much easier variation, right? Than lowering elbows or anything like that. Now we're lowering our elbows but staying forearm plank. Not for long, really short. Breathe. Push back up. Down dog. Left thigh to the sky. Exhale, center tiger curl. Inhale, thigh to the sky. Exhale, cross body tiger curl. Inhale, extend that leg back up. Reach through the foot. Exhale, outer body tiger curl. Step the foot towards the left thumb. Kali Mudra, high lunge. Stretch the front line of the body upwards. Have a little play around with releasing the back thigh. Then bring the back heel to the floor. Virabhadrasana 1, warm up. So bend and straighten the front leg as you release the back heel towards the floor. Release the back calf, level up your hips. Kali Mudra again. Then step the right foot towards the left, but keep the knee lifted. Inhale. On the exhale, it's like a donkey kick, Virabhadrasana 3 option. Inhale, knee up, belly in. Belly stays in as you bring the heel towards the sky. Inhale, knee back up in line with the hip. And exhale, leveling up those hips. You'll notice my supporting leg is bent. Inhale, extend the right leg, pendulum the leg back. Virabhadrasana 3. You can keep the leg bent. It will keep the glute on of the supporting leg. I'm bringing my hands into prayer pose in this variation on this side. Hands to the floor. Step back. Fist plank. So we'll have definitely done a minute of fist plank before the end of the class. Inhale. Hands into as wide as your mat for push-ups, as wide as your mat. 3 rounds of 3. Use your breath. As you unfurl, make it feel really good for your spine. So it's like a little stretch, like you're feeding your spine as you round through it. You inhale, you lengthen, and exhale, you round up. Keep going. If it's easy, come down towards the floor as low as you can. Hands under shoulders, full or half plank, full or half chaturanga, full or half upward facing dog. Reversal into your down dog. Breathe. Then walking your hands back to your feet. Feet together is an option. Unfurling to stand, restacking your vertebra. Feet hip distance apart. Find your beautiful back bend. I love back bends. When they're controlled, they feel really nice, like a stretch and like a strengthening for your back. Hook your hands back up your legs if that's where your hands were. And shake out the tree. Now, taking hold of your heel for that option, taking hold of the foot with both hands first, we're doing a little forward fold first. So I'm not forward folding much over that front leg. I'm really trying to hinge at my hips. And now I'm taking hold of the foot again on the inside and bringing it out to the side. Then taking hold of the heel from the inside and seeing if I can get that leg a little bit higher, not by forcing, but we've just repeated this so often that it really should have released the hamstrings a good bit if we didn't force it. Other side, so we're going to bring that left leg out in front first, taking hold of the foot on both sides. And we have an option to forward fold over the foot a little, at least hinge at the hips. You can bring your head all the way down. Take hold of the big toe, bring your leg forward and out. An option to take hold of your heel or simply repeat, bringing your leg out to the side, bringing our leg a little higher this time. Yoga's pretty crazy, isn't it? I mean that in a good way. It's just funny sometimes the shapes we make with our bodies. So shaking the tree out, and just one day you find yourself doing it. That's all. It's just repetition, not forcing. Now we're coming into a squat, but our toes are turned outwards and we're opening up the knees. So we're working on our inner thighs again. There's a lot of work in our inner thighs, either stretching them or strengthening them, both really, in this practice. So pressing your knees to open up with your elbows. So we're stretching and releasing those inner thighs, releasing the buttocks, and then coming to stand quite quickly. All of these things, shaking the tree out. Rolling back down through your spine, one vertebra at a time. Bowing in towards yourself, taking hold of your heels, maybe. So I'm taking a few extra little moments here. We're near the end of our practice now, and we have one more sequence on each side, but a lot less poses in it. Now, as we extend the right leg up, we have this option of coming into a wild thing. Find something suitable, and we have this option to bring our hand to the floor into a wheel. So simply come into a bridge or wheel if you can't. Go from wild thing to wheel. It takes practice and strong shoulders. Bring yourself carefully to the floor. Flipping around, so just turning your body to face the top of the mat. Down dog. Right thigh to the sky again. Center body tiger curl. So back to our tiger curls. Thigh to the sky. Outer body cross body. Inhale, thigh to the sky. Outer body tiger curl. Step the right foot to the right thumb. Now I am using my blanket and I'm going to do this out to the side so I'm still in the camera view. So you use the blanket to slide your heel out and forward and then slide back like you're dragging the blanket with your heel. This is one of the best things for flexibility. I used to use a roller, which is awesome too, but this is the next best thing. Now I'm working on my center split, my back legs in like a frog pose, a half frog pose. Now I'm bringing my foot, the side of my foot, the flat of my foot to the floor, to the block. Sorry, not the block, the blanket. Come into Skandasana now. Stand and Skandasana on the other side. Just keep the knee opening out over the toes evenly. You don't have to squat all the way down. Just give it a try. the aim is to work mindfully with yourself and then releasing the back leg. So we have this, philosophy of ahimsa in yoga, non-violence, and that includes with our own body. Now twist. And then you have the option of revolving completely, taking hold of the ankle. So we're balancing effort with ease, really, is another way of thinking about that. Revolving, again, you can take hold of the ankle. And then bowing in towards yourself. Wide-legged forward fold, isometrically squeezing your inner thighs together. Enjoy that little break. Sometimes called the Shavasana of standing poses, that wide-legged forward fold. Now notice what I'm doing. My heel is in towards my groin, my left heel. Compass pose. I'm taking hold of my right foot. You really have to watch this pose. My right foot with my left hand. And my elbow is behind the thigh and my foot is pressing out to the side of the room. So it's a hamstring stretch. Then I revolve my body in the opposite way. The foot goes on top of the tricep. We wrap the other foot on top, lift up for our 8-angle pose, and press the feet out to the side. Look at the feet. Now, if you can't do this, try not to look at the camera. Maybe you just have the foot on top of the elbow, and maybe you press into the hands and try lift yourself without pressing the feet to the side. Our fist plank again. We have the option of lowering our knees to the floor. Fist chaturanga option. I'm tired looking at myself here doing this. Keep going. You're nearly done. Breathe through it. Some days we do things sloppy. Now, I don't really mean we do things sloppy, but we get things done with the energy we have rather than waiting for another day. So chaturanga, up dog. We're just being real about where we are, and we continue to practice with what we've got. Downward facing dog. Now we just have the other side to do. So you might call it a crazy option. And I know at the beginning it looks crazy, right? You're like wild thing. And then we flip, from down dog to wild thing. And then we bring the hand to the floor, which just protect your shoulder joints. If you're new to any of these practices, I wouldn't recommend it today. This is for people who already do these things. You can lift the leg. There'll be other videos where I break them down a lot more. You can extend the opposite leg up towards the ceiling. Bringing yourself all the way to the floor, you release your head, the back of the head, your upper back, your mid back, your lower back. So all really controlled. Then we flip to face forward. And we're going to be doing that beautiful, I love this, for the hamstrings, the split practice, because it's really cajoling. We're using our blanket, we're sliding out with the heel, and then we're dragging that blanket back towards ourselves. And it really drags the leg, draws it back into the socket. Then our center split practice. It's absolutely like a continual warm-up. The hamstrings love that kind of movement. And then my foot is on the blanket. So the sole of my foot is absolutely on the blanket. That's a little bit more challenging. Sitting on the floor and coming into our Skandasana on the other side. Maybe you just sit in your Skandasana or even Malasana, or maybe you push up, so really using your thigh strength. You can use the floor, find a step. So before you push up with your thighs, you're using your hands, right? Maybe you can't come all the way to the floor and up again, so maybe you just sit high. Now we're keeping the flat of the foot on the floor and we're lunging from side to side. Press your knee open. Make it feel good. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Your twist option. Revolve the body, releasing down the sides of the legs, and twist in the opposite direction. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Lift your sit bones up. Enjoy the Shavasana of standing poses. Then coming into our compass pose, our right heel is in towards the groin like half Baddha Konasana. And then bring your left elbow, your tricep in front of the thigh. And press your left leg out to the side, taking hold of the foot with your right hand. Ground your left sit bone before you twist. Then the foot goes over the tricep, the right foot is on top, and we press our legs out to the side. You look at the foot, lift up, lower back down. Looks tiring, huh? And now you have an option of playing around a lot more with your split. So this class is actually 54 or 53 minutes long. And when you think of it, you have an extra few minutes to play around in your split and your cool down if you want to make it an hour class. But I have a little bit of a wiggle with my split, my split warm up. That blanket is just an awesome prop. You can warm up for splits a lot quicker with that than with a block, for example. It's just the cajoling. Coming all the way out. Now we're done with all the hard stuff. Coming back down onto your back. Maybe you want to bring your knees in towards your chest. I like to draw circles for my hips. And then extending the leg up towards the sky and other side. More hip circles. Changing direction with them. And feet into Baddha Konasana. I rock my knees from side to side. That feels really good for my hips. And then windshield wipering your legs. Lengthen that back knee away. So really get into the hip flexor, releasing over the hip flexor if you can. Take a full body stretch. Like you're yawning, really release the front of the body. Before coming into your Shavasana, take a little look down the front of the body to see if your legs and arms are out at equal distance before you relax. Tuck your shoulders under, slight tuck of the chin, lovely long neck. And take as long as you need to release the tension, at least 10 breaths. Please like and subscribe. I really, really appreciate that. Now go back to your Shavasana. I recommend you use a blanket that slides on the floor for your splits